Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be continuing Ningguang's hangout event. In particular, the path that I'm going to be taking this time is that bottom path right there. So that requires that I talk to Baishi over here. I'll skip ahead to where the next dialogue option is.
Take care, Lady Ningguang.
Alright, time to avoid anything too complicated. I believe that this is the split path. You hand over the schedule you made to Baishi. 1 day off.
Don't you think that this schedule is a bit of a light load?
Ningguang hasn't taken a vacation in a long time, I'll bet.
Yeah, that's true. Lady Ningguang has a lot of work to attend to, and frankly, she doesn't have many opportunities to rest. We do sometimes worry about her health, but her attitude is very Mora-driven. If by taking a break there's a chance she'll lose Mora, she'll never agree to it.
No amount of Mora is worth ruining your health for.
Huh. I see where you're coming from. Yes, you have a point. All right then, let's go with your plan. I'm sure Lady Ningguang has plenty she wants to talk about with you. There's a lot of things that need doing over at the auction venue, so I will be leaving you now.
I hope everything goes well tomorrow.
I hope so too. You must be exhausted. Make sure you get an early night tonight.
Okay.
Every journey has its
Okay,
final
so
day.
wake Ningguang up.
Don't rush.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
The same as usual.
That's good. I was worried you'd be a little uncomfortable. So, what's item 1 on today's schedule?
Here, take a look for yourself.
I imagine this must have taken Baisha completely by surprise.
Yes, but she said she'd leave it up to me.
Sure. There's no harm in changing my schedule around once in a while. My schedule is usually very tightly packed, and any extra time I can squeeze out is spent on preparing for the future. So, it'll be quite nice to take a break.
I'm surprised that she wasn't upset. You don't take many breaks, huh?
I don't often feel tired. Seeing the Mora come in has a way of making me feel quite invigorated. Still, your idea is very sensible. Mora can only lift a weary spirit. It cannot alleviate physical fatigue. So then, the days ahead of us. Any ideas on how to spend it?
Let's do something you never normally have time for.
Something I never have time for. Ah, have you played the chess game I made? Or heard of it, perhaps?
Never heard of it.
It's called Liyue Millennial, based on classic chess, but with different rules. When I was designing it, I wanted it not only to be a fun game, but also to capture Liyue's culture in a unique way. So I introduced a lot of concepts that aren't part of traditional chess, as well as different chess pieces and even boards. I'm constantly revising and expanding it. So far, there are over 30 editions.
It sounds quite complicated.
True. That's one reason why it's been difficult to catch on. But I don't feel that making it easier to learn is necessarily a good thing. Isn't one of the joys of playing chess to continually learn and progress through a complex set of rules?
So, how do we get people interested in it?
I think the key will be to make something that easily catches the attention of people who haven't played much chess before. I'm planning to make a new set with the board and pieces based on the battle for Liyue. One side will play the Guardians of Liyue Harbor. The other side will play the Fatui and Osio.
Sounds fun.
No problem. I will let you try it out as soon as I finish the prototype. I want to make each of the chess pieces of Liyue Millennial as true to life as possible. And no Guardians of Liyue chess set would be complete without you, would it?
You're going to make chess pieces based on me?
I am indeed. Many of them, in fact.
Hmm.
My thinking was that only people who pre-order the chess set at full price will be eligible to receive the limited edition Traveler chess piece. It seems only fitting for someone of your status.
So I'm part of the marketing plan.
Naturally, since you are the face of that historic event. I intend to make chess pieces for everyone who was involved that day, including myself. Everyone who owns this chess set will preserve this moment in history in a vivid and compelling form.
It sounds great.
Then it's decided. Come with me. To make this chess piece, I need to take some measurements.
Oh, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler.
You already know each other?
We've met before.
Oh, I think it goes a little deeper than that. I don't teach my hard-earned skills to just anyone, you know. There's a word for people like you, who are warm one minute and cold the next. Fickle.
You seem to be in a good mood today.
As ever, there's nothing special about today, but seeing you two has definitely perked me up. All jokes aside, how can I be of service today?
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you about? I'd like you to take his measurements today.
But isn't she in the porcelain business?
Whatever business I'm in, I am first and foremost a woman of many talents. Don't you remember when I taught you how to make perfume? There was no porcelain involved in that. As it happens, I am a skilled tailor as well. What can I say? I'm in the prime of my youth and I love all beautiful things. Is that so strange?
Yingar is every bit as proficient as any of the top tailors in the land. I've availed myself of her services many times before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that the Traveler only thinks I'm good at one thing. I see how it is. In which case, you'll find all the tools you could need in the room. Please, help yourselves. I'll stay outside and mind my own porcelain business, as you quite rightly suggested.
Huh? What are you expecting me to do here?
Oh, I think the Traveler is the one you should be asking about that.
Hey, stop twisting my words.
I'm kidding. It's hard not to tease when you're both so well matched. Come on then, step inside and I'll examine your body from tip to toe.
After all that, Yengar takes your measurements quite uneventfully.
If I hear any strange new rumors after this, you will be my #1 suspect.
Rumors about the Traveler or the chess piece?
Either. Both are confidential.
Don't worry, I know where the line is. I'd never take a joke too far. Secrets are only fun when they're kept secret.
I hope you do know where the line is.
Just enough with the ambiguous phrasing, okay? You'll give people the wrong idea. Forget it. Let's just go.
You're always welcome at Scent of Spring. Come again, anytime.
Okay.
Adventurer.
I slightly regret bringing you here. It doesn't bother me. I just hope she didn't make you feel too awkward. Now that your measurements are taken, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry and put an order in.
Yeah, she's always weird.
Hello, Lady Ningguang. What can I do for you today?
That chess piece I told you about? We can start work now. I have the Traveler's measurements here.
Okay, let me just double check. Looks good. This has all the measurements we need. I'll pass them on to the craftsman shortly.
Good. And as agreed, please use top-grade materials only.
Of course, we are professionals, and we will do everything we can to deliver the high standard you expect. Although, speaking to you as a friend, I have to tell you that the sale price you indicated won't even cover the cost of production. I don't mean just the material costs either. Waiting around for top quality materials drags out the production time and also reduces the total quantity we can produce.
That's okay. This one is not for profit. With every previous set, there's always been some degree of commercial or marketing considerations to bear in mind. But this one serves more of a commemorative purpose. To that point, as you know, the prototype of the Jade Chamber chess piece has been in the works for a long time, but I haven't once followed up on the progress.
Jade Chamber? There's a Jade Chamber piece in this chess set?
Yes,
I don't know
and
why
just like
maybe
your
I'm
piece,
surprised.
the Jade Chamber piece will be scaled for the game.
Now I understand. Xingqi's concern or
Yes,
everything.
it's a challenging project, but also, not for profit is really not something I ever expected from Lady Ningguang. How do I put it? It just seems out of character.
In business, everything comes down to profits versus losses. You have to keep a cool head and make rational judgments. In other words, you must be shrewd. But shrewdness is easily perceived as cynicism in the eyes of others. People come to think of you as someone who cares only about money and not people. Hardly the worst thing in the world, of course. But it has caused obstacles for me in the past.
How?
Well, for example, I once had a case where someone backed out of a deal with me to sell to someone else. We were both offering the exact same terms. It was simply because they didn't like me very much. Another case is where I offered distinctly more competitive terms in an investment, and this ended up arousing their suspicion. That Ningguang, they thought, she must be up to something. We can't let her get away with it.
I see.
But these problems disappeared all but completely after the battle against Osile. Why? Because the whole of Liyue witnessed me destroying my Jade Chamber. At least, that's the most reasonable explanation I could think of.
Oh, I get it. You're saying that back when you sacrificed the Jade Chamber, you gained everyone's respect in return. You're not seeking to make a profit from these chess pieces because what you're commemorating is your personal contribution to Liyue Harbor. It was the deal of the century. And as long as you keep capitalizing on it, business will be plain sailing for you in the future.
Yes, exactly. Very to the point.
Truly a brilliant strategy, Lady Ningguang. You really are a business mastermind. Now I understand why this set needs to be so perfect and why it's okay that it doesn't turn a profit.
It will be a lot of work, and I'm most grateful to you. Make sure the Traveler's piece is exactly how he wants it. We can't go letting him down.
Don't you worry. We'll put our all into it.
Well, that's that then. Let's head back to the Jade Chamber.
Okay,
There's
back to the Jade Chamber.
something I want to discuss with you. I have a question for you, and I'd like to hear your honest opinion. And I, in turn, will tell you how I really think. When we were at Mingxing Jewelry, I admitted that my decision to sacrifice the Jade Chamber was a calculated one. I had already considered what I stood to lose and to gain. When you heard that, did it make you think that maybe I really was a cynical profit chaser after all?
The point is that you stepped up when the time came.
Thank you. Yes. You see things the way they are, however they may appear on the surface. I was lying to Xingqi. My decision to destroy the Jade Chamber was nowhere near as thought through as I made it out to be. I just thought we should do what needed to be done, and this was a decision that only I could make. Afterwards, I consoled myself by reasoning that all my wealth comes from Liyue Harbor. So, to lose Liyue Harbor is to lose everything. In that sense, giving up the Jade Chamber would be a profitable investment in the long term. But it just didn't work. I was grief-stricken. Like a huge part of my heart was suddenly missing. Because I had just severed ties with a lifelong companion. I stared out at the sea for goodness knows how long. I just couldn't let it go. I just couldn't. There was no way I could console myself. So why bother trying? But as time went by, I received so many thank you gifts and letters from people. Everyone was describing how they now saw me in a new light, how I'd become an inspiration to them. I gave up the Jade Chamber without a moment's hesitation, and I did it for the sake of Liyue Harbor. And now, people are inspired to follow my example, to tackle their life challenges with the same unswerving determination. All of this was so encouraging to hear. It made me feel that my dear old companion's sacrifice was not in vain.
So, why did you lie to Xingqi?
Because to most people, the idea that Lady Ningguang is someone who battles with grief and struggles to let go of the past is probably the furthest thing from the truth that they could imagine. This is one aspect of the truth that I can share only with you. The fact that I can't always be as strong as everyone thinks I am.
You've done so well.
Thank you for your comforting words. It feels good even just to be able to talk about it. I'm sorry that you have to see me in this state. But look where I am now, standing on the deck of the Jade Chamber once more, taking in the view. It must be fate's reward to me. And if I end up having to do it all over again in the future, I will not hesitate to make the same decision again.
Oh, cool. Unchanging will. Through countless melancholy moments, the clouds are now at last clear. Gazing ahead, she will surely make the right decisions. Let's go ahead and save that. And claim the ending reward as well. Very fast. There we go. There's only 2 more endings left to get for her hangout event. And wow, there was 3 split-offs there. They made it more difficult to navigate this menu. Like, in their attempt to make it easier to be able to select the specific ones, now whenever you're, like, trying to go to an area, like, see how slow this is moving? It's very annoying. I don't know if there's, like, a way they could compromise, you know, between the 2 things, because it used to be annoying just selecting the different paths before, but anyways, doesn't matter. So now I have this to do, and it's actually been a couple of days. Originally I was gonna you know, record after these 2 became available and before these 2 became available, but I didn't. I am going to do some of these, though, very fast. At least these 2. I may not do these 2 in this video. I don't know yet. This manuscript requires the main character to unleash a fearsome attack. Well, this is rather vague, isn't it? Why does Miss Moriko always send me these seemingly ordinary but difficult to draw manuscripts? Then I'll check to this. The angle must be to span 3 photo taking points. Character must be a catalyst user. Character must face the camera. Character uses a charge attack when the picture is taken. So I have Kokomi in my party, so that's good enough. Okay, prepare to photograph. It's right over there, huh? So what I need to do is face the camera, use a charge attack, and then... I did that wrong. There we go. Got it. That wasn't too hard. You know, I may end up doing all 4 of them after all. Let's claim the prize there. To tell the truth, or to tell you the truth, I didn't understand what this light novel's title was at all. But I suppose it won't affect my illustrations too much, right? Aporia of the Valley. Okay, so each of these has, like, the title of the book that they're about, like Legend of the Wind Knight, Legend of the Wind Knight 2, Wangshu Inn, yeah, etc. Anyways, the Rock Eater. Speaking of which, I've been stumped by a certain manuscript for a while now. The main character here is about to enter their final battles, so the light novelist asked if I could draw a spread-page illustration with a formidable look. What I'm thinking is that we should use an image in which the main character is facing the frame and initiating an attack. That should have the expressiveness we need. That said, I haven't thought of an angle yet, and I don't want to find someone to attack me, so please help me out here. The angle must span 2 photo-taking points. Character's weapon must be a catalyst, so Kokomi again. Character must face the camera and use a normal attack when the picture is taken. Here we are. And face the camera while performing an attack, huh? So, just do that. Is that good enough? Yep, it was. The ones where they require you to perform, like, specific attacks are a little bit awkward to do. So let's claim the rewards on that. I've heard that the author of this light novel is a very experienced writer, and a very good one, too. I won't let them down, just you watch, okay? The Rock Eater, 8 Cliff. Was this also the Rock Eater? Yeah. Yeah, it is. This is also a request from that novelist from Liyue. The novel he wrote is still ongoing. This time, he would like to cover. He would like a cover image of the main character wielding their sword at night. I mean, I've done images like this pretty often, but I'd like to try something new this time. Traveler, do you know if people from Liyue have unique ways of using a blade? So I'm willing to bet that this one, before I actually find out what the conditions are, requires a character from Liyue that uses a sword, and of course, for the picture to be taken at night. Near Julian Karst, the angle must span 2 photo-taking points. The character must face the camera, but must be from Liyue, and use a normal attack when the picture is taken. It doesn't mention a sword. Now that's interesting. So I could probably use Zhengli for this. Okay, Zhengli, let's see if you are able to do this. So character must face the camera, the 2 photo-taking points, and normal attack. There we go. Yeah, cool. I'm a little bit surprised. I assumed that I would have to have a character that wielded a sword, but claim that. This author really is brilliant. That story felt finished, but he was able to continue it just the same. And it seems that it's been very well received too. Truly a brilliant writer. Okay, and we'll do the last one. I'm surprised how quick I'm getting through these. The Rock Eater, Twilight. A warrior standing silhouette against the sunset. This commission seems normal enough. A cover page, perhaps? Something that can be signed on and used in promotional material. Still, we need to spice this one up a bit. Also, how is this novel series still ongoing? I can't help but feel that it should have ended in the first volume. So there's only 4 left. 15 hours on those and 1 day on those. Anyways, Julian Karst, the angle must span 3 photo-taking points. Evening, so between 1600 and 1800. Character must face the camera. Take a picture of the character idling. No! Why did it have to be idling? Anyways, this should be fine. Let's go over to where that is. Okay. And I forgot to set the time of day. Darn it. I'll set it very fast.
Osmanthus wine tasted.
Oh. He was actually in his idle animation. Darn it.
Osmanthus wine.
There we go, finally.
Taste the sick.
Ah, good grief. It took like a good solid 30 seconds for it to finally enter the idle animation. Somehow that author keeps writing, and it's still so it is still so popular. I suppose I shouldn't have doubted the prowess of a true veteran of the scene. This person really is brilliant, whether it comes to writing or dealing with editors. Alright, that's enough of that. I'll get back to drawing now. Okay. Now I have some options.
If you...
I could make some wishes here very fast. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I can make 10 wishes there as well, but I'll make the 10 wishes here first. Oh, cool. So a 4-star character and a 4-star weapon that time. Let's make one more wish. Darn it. Oh well. Now let's make 10 wishes here. Okay, awesome. Okay, getting another copy of Kujo Sorrow is nice. Let's go ahead and make one more wish. That's very unfortunate. Oh well. I just realized that Venti's banner is up. But I do want the new character, Ayato. Let's go ahead and do this very fast. Dark Wings. Okay. And I can also upgrade, or update Eugene's as well. I don't think that there's any more as far as that's concerned. Now, I do have other options that I can go with. I was saying that before. First of all, I could go ahead and start up Ayato's character quest, or I could go ahead and start up the next Archon quest. And starting up the Archon quest will allow me to access the new area. So either one is a good option. I think, though, for now, because starting up... I don't think I'll have to go to the new area if I start up Ayato's. And I think going to the new area after I finish up Ayato's is probably
Boats are made for transferring
better.
commodity.
Does he ever shut up? Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm going to go do Ayato's first.
Those two look familiar.
Not to me,
Ah, it's Ippei and Shinojo.
although those names do sound familiar. Remind me who they are again.
What? You forgot already?
I did.
That one is Shinojo. Back when we first arrived in Inazuma, we escorted Hiragi Chisato out of Rito with him. Remember? That's how we got out. Next to him is Ippei, Kujo Kamaji's servant. That day when we hung out with A, he came and told us that Kujo Kamaji had gone missing. He was really worried.
Good memory.
All part of Paimon's job as your guide. Anyway, let's go say hi.
Okay. So, there we go.
Hi, Ippei. Hi, Shinojo. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's you. Thanks so much for your help last time. I was just ordering some clothes when I ran into him.
You know these two as well?
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal last time. I've never had the chance to say thank you properly. What about you? How do you know them?
Also a chance encounter. Our lady had them join us as additional guards for a goods escort in order to sneak out of Rito undetected.
So we all know each other, huh? What a coincidence.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
Not exactly. We've only just met. We both came here to order some clothes and got to chatting. Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship. Wait, it's okay to talk about that, right?
It's probably fine. They've known about it for a long time already.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers those two had a thing. In fact, that was why Chisato wanted us to deliver a letter.
Now, I do remember that.
That's old news, though. So why has it come up now? Are they taking the next step or something?
We have reason to suspect that they'll be getting married soon.
Oh.
Wow, that's great! They can finally make it official!
Of course, this is just personal speculation. They haven't announced anything, and we wouldn't dare to ask.
I was instructed to place an order for some formal wear for a big banquet. Turns out that Ippei received the exact same instructions as I did.
They're both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both purchasing the kind of fine wine and confectionery normally reserved for big festivals. It's hard not to put two and two together.
Lady Hiragi has been in high spirits recently, and I heard she's on a diet as well. Surely it's all for the wedding.
This is wonderful news! But,
What's wrong? Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happily married to the love of her life. I genuinely couldn't be happier for her.
Right? I think so too. It's fantastic.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves get overexcited. What if it's all a big misunderstanding? As things stand, we have no actual proof of a wedding. Now, if they sent me out to deliver wedding invitations, that would be a different story.
Shinoju doesn't look like he's taking this very well at all.
You seem down?
Sorry, I just haven't slept well recently. I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my responsibilities, either to the Kanjo Commission or to my lady.
Are you worried about their wedding?
Not exactly, it's just everything feels kind of up in the air until they make it official.
I get what you mean, I really do. We need this wedding to be set in stone before the celebrations can really begin.
I actually don't get what he means at all.
What should we do? Should we just straight up ask them?
I mean, that would be a good idea, yeah.
I don't know. That seems a bit rude.
Well, since this is a wedding between two commissions, The Yashiro Commission oversees wedding ceremonies. They'll know something. The Yashiro Commission oversees
Right!
weddings. Yeah.
If Ayaka knows about it, that means it's a sure thing.
I don't think it's a good idea to bother the Yashiro Commission about this.
It's fine. He and Ayaka are practically best buds. There's nothing to worry about.
I see. Then thank you. Thank you very much. Having a definite answer will stop my thoughts from running wild.
Let's go to the Kamisato estate.
Okay then. That we shall. The Fermiana Leaf Falls, okay?
This place impresses me every time I come here. It's so magnificent, but still so elegant.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble for you.
Ayaka wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside. So we'll just leave you to it.
All right then. We won't be long.
Well, hopefully we won't be long. This was my favorite place to play in, like my favorite map for Windtrace. I mean, out of all the maps, it was the one that I felt was fair enough to the to both sides, you know, rebels and hunters. Oh, there's Toma.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us! Huh?
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayato.
Well, we finally met him.
Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person.
Now, back when we first heard about this guy, I thought that because they hadn't shown him to us yet, I was starting to think that he might be a generic NPC, like, or had a generic NPC model or whatever. I'm glad that they actually made him, you know, his own unique model and stuff. And plus, you can get him as a party member.
Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Oh, hi. Your flattering words flatter us. Please excuse the suddenness of our visit, for it is most improper etiquette.
Aether's just like, okay, Paimon.
Why on earth are you talking like that?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with.
You actually have a list like that, Paimon? I don't know.
Look! As soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so please, relax.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question.
So adaptable, Paimon.
We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet.
As it happens, we've crossed paths with them before.
I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. This is big news for the whole of Inazuma. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the Almighty Shogun to the masses, this wedding is one that we have to treat as a serious affair.
Right! Makes sense. Ah, 2 true lovers becoming husband and wife. What a happy occasion.
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between 2 commissions are extremely rare. but these two truly love each other. Tradition should give way to freedom in this case.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
No need. I'll visit them personally this time.
Huh? But you have other things to be doing.
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must demonstrate an appropriate level of respect.
Makes sense.
The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under the supervision of my sister. But she is presently occupied with other matters, and I happen to have a little time to spare. This will be a good chance for me to pay a visit to the bride and groom. Oh, and would you two care to join me?
You mean us?
I presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question, or you would not be quite so interested in this matter. This being the case, why not come and offer your best wishes too? Or is my presumption incorrect?
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super ordinary ones, actually. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although wait, does that mean we helped make this wedding happen?
Romantic relationships are determined by fate, or Paimon, don't overestimate your contribution here. Paimon, don't
All right, then.
overestimate. But still, let's go see them.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile pursuit known as small talk.
Wait, you're the Yashiro Commissioner, but you can't do small talk?
Haven't we been having small talk this whole time?
Small talk is a chore. Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores, but I am not one of them. Toma, I'm heading out with my two guests now. I'll leave the residence in your capable hands.
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
Okay. We have enough time to go over to where Ippei and Shinojo are. Let's talk to Toma again very fast, though.
What's wrong? Are you worried about having to be on your best behavior around my lord? Don't be nervous. He's actually pretty easy to get along with. Well, the vast majority of the time, at least.
Is there anything in here that I can interact with? Like, observe chessboard? The state of the chess game remains unfinished, though Toma seems to be at a slight disadvantage. Kamisato Ayato did not look at the board the entire time. Can he really remember the whole board right down to the last tile? Huh. Oh. What about this room? Nothing in here? What about this room? Oh, there's something in here. A book. I'm glad that I looked. And nothing else. Okay.
Ah, you're finally...
Finally what? I can't see anything.
Ah, Yashiro Commissioner.
Who are these two?
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introductions.
You introduce your companions to Ayato and update Ippei and Shinojo on the situation.
So it's true.
Yeah, he's not too happy about
Well,
it.
there we have it. That's it then. So be it.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official public announcement is made.
Don't worry, sir. We give you our word. We won't tell anyone about it.
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay a visit to the Kujo clan. Would you mind leading the way for us?
Of course not. I'd be honored.
I guess this is where I... Goodbye then.
Aw, cheer up, Shinojo.
I'll try. Thank you.
Go to the Kujo estate and talk to Kujo Kamaji. Well, that'll have to be in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to, in the next video, I'm going to go ahead and do the next part of Ningguang's hangout event, as well as, continue this quest here. I don't know if I'll record the next video before this quest updates or not. If I do, then obviously I'll be doing this as well, but I might end up recording before then. Who knows? So, yeah. Thanks again. See you next time, and bye-bye.